Well, greetings everyone, and welcome to Can't Wait Wednesdays here on the KB Radio Network. I am your host, Kevin Reed, and we have some releases this weekend. I know it's been dry for the past couple of weeks. Nothing really coming out new or that's theater worthy, may I add, but we had a couple of things come out, on TV or Netflix and all these other good places, but it was nothing that really caught my attention. But we have three things that have caught my attention that will be coming out February the 4th. Yes, February already. We are here. We are a month in to this 2022 campaign, and it is flying by, man. I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that I'm getting so old that time is just getting away from me. Live every day like it's your last. That is something that I pretty much, that's my creed now. That's what I go by now. But you didn't come to hear about that. You came to hear about what is coming out this weekend. What can we look forward to this weekend? Well, I'm going to tell you. As I said, we have three new things coming out this weekend. All three of them, well, at least two. The two movies are dumb. I haven't seen the movies. I haven't seen them, but I don't need to see them. But they're dumb. One is meant to be dumb, and I like that. One is dumb, cheesy, and I kind of like that as well. But it's something for everybody once again. And let's get right into it. Our first upcoming film this weekend will be Paramount Pictures' Jackass Forever. Yes, another one. Jackass, I remember that from when I was in high school, man. When it used to come on MTV, and these buffoons just going through the dumbest stuff, man. These just dumb stuff. And for some strange reason, I was intrigued. I was hooked. I was in. I just love to see. Well, you could ask my wife. Nothing brings me more joy, more laughter, more gut-busting fun than watching somebody get hurt. And I don't. She said I'm a sycophant for this, but look, I can't help it. I don't know what it is, but it just brings me joy to see that. And Jackass is the pure definition of self-mutilation that you can get. It is an upcoming American reality slapstick comedy film directed by Jeff Tremaine. The sequel to Jackass 3D, which was released in 2010, it is the fourth main installment and the fifth overall installment in the Jackass film series. The film stars Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, David England, Wee Man, and Pelson Lacey. It will also include various celebrity guest appearances. The film is scheduled for release this Friday, February the 4th, by Paramount Pictures. And I don't know, there's no way to describe it. It's just pure idiocracy. It is dumb to the highest level of dumb. To see these guys just shoot themselves out of cannons, to stand in front of a charging bull, just do stupid stuff. And it's entertaining. I guess it's dumbing down to us who are just dumb, I guess. And I'm one of them. I can admit, I'm dumb. This piques my interest. I love seeing this. I've seen them all. And I guess, hey, to complete the collection, I got to see this one too. So, Jackass Forever comes out this Friday, and it is indeed rated R for for obvious reasons. Our second and last film, is a film How can I describe it? It's something that if you're into what 90s action movies, those 90s disaster films, this is right up your alley. Zero plot, but a lot of special effects and action and boom bang beam space and all this here. This is right up your alley. And as soon as I saw the trailer the first time a couple of months ago, I was in. I was all in. And I know it was going to be stupid. It just looks dumb. And this film is Moonfall. And Moonfall is a science fiction disaster film co-written, directed, and co-produced by Roland Emmerich. And that name should ring a bell for all those disaster science fiction fans of 90s movies, because he is the architect of probably 80% of them. His greatest tour de force is, of course, Independence Day. The Patriot, which was great. That was a good movie coming from him. The Godzilla film with Matthew Broderick. That stupid one, the one they made it Godzilla look like a iguana with muscles. It was dumb. It was bad. But he also made Stargate. The sequel to Independence Day Resurgence, which was, oh my God, man. That, you want to talk about a horrible movie? That was a horrible movie. And countless others. White House Down. I remember that. And I was excited for that. Because around that time, they had two White House hostage movies or Die Hard ripoff movies come out around the same time. There was Olympus Has Fallen with Gerard Butler. That was great. And they had White House Down. They were like weeks apart from each other from release. Hollywood does that. They do that. Different studios make pretty much the same movie. And White House Down was horrible. White House Down was bad. But here he goes. He's returned to form to his disaster epic space odyssey type films, and this is right up his alley. And this is why I'm in on it, because nobody does dumb action science fiction CGI driven films better than Roland Emmerich. He's good at it. He's good at it. It's not meant to have a complex plot. It's not meant to make you think, really. 2012. I remember that movie. It was all right. I actually liked 2012. It was all right, but it wasn't meant to make you think about nothing. He made another one. It was just on my head, but it popped right back out. I'm pretty sure it'll pop back in before it's over and done with. But he makes movies like these, whereas you sit there and like, the acting is bad, and he lands some really good actors in his film. Honestly, I mean, he's worked with some of the best in Hollywood. He's worked with Mel Gibson in The Patriot. He's worked with Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith in Independence Day. He's worked with John Cusack and Woody Harrelson in 2012. And this film is no exception. He has a real stacked cast here. Moonfall stars Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, John Bradley, Michael Pena, Charles Plummer, Kelly Yao, and Donald Sutherland. The film was made with a budget of $140 million, making it the most expensive independently produced film of all times. That is a gamble out this world. I mean, this is basically an independent. He wrote, directed, and produced this all himself. Basically, his money. So, 140 million. That is a gamble. I am amazed by that. But you could tell by the trailers that it is CG heavy. But here's the premise of the film, and this is why I said the movie's dumb. Here's the premise. If you don't get it from the title, you something wrong. But Moonfall, the moon is knocked from its orbit by an unknown force and put into a collision course with Earth. Two astronauts and a conspiracy theorist work together to attempt to avert disaster and discover that the moon is not what it seems. This is the dumbest thing. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But guess what? I'm going to see it. I'm not expecting nothing out of this movie. I'm not expecting anything other than what I've already been shown in these trailers. High quality special effects, sci-fi action. That's it. That's all I care for. That's what I'm signing up for. That's what I'm paying my money for. I'm not going, and that's where a lot of people get upset with these type of movies. They walk out of the theater just mad at the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this was stupid. Oh, this was dumb. Oh, why did I go see this? Because you have this expectation that you're actually going to see a quality film. You need to throw that out of your head and take it for what it is. This is just what it is. It's not for anything else other than sheer entertainment. It's nothing for bright lights and enjoyment for 2 hours and just have some fun, you know. And that's where I'm going. That's why I'm going. Halle Berry. Halle Berry, to see her pop up in something like this is not far-fetched, because Halle Berry is an Academy Award winning actress, but she's not a real good actress. I mean, she's been, now let me take that back. She's been good in certain things, but there is 50-50 with her. It's really a flip of the coin, because sometimes you be like, boy, she really brought it in this role. And then sometimes it's like, why did she take this role? What is she doing in this movie? That's Halle Berry for me. She's so up and down, inconsistent. I don't even know where to go with it. Patrick Wilson is awesome. I love Patrick Wilson in everything he's in. Going back to the Insidious movies, the Conjuring films. He was in Aquaman. He was Owen in Aquaman. He was awesome in that. Even though I didn't like the movie, I liked him. But he's awesome in pretty much everything I've seen him in. The rest of the cast, cool. So I'm signed up just for the entertainment, to sit there and try to dissect why astronauts are going into space to try to what they're gonna do, push the moon back to where it's supposed to go. I mean, if you try to break it down logically, yeah, you gonna be like, man, this is the dumbest thing ever. And then they're gonna discover that the moon ain't really what it is. It's not really a moon. Well, okay, whatever. I don't know. It don't make sense. I guess I'll find out this Friday, October, February the 4th. It seemed like October, like a horror film, but February the 4th, in theaters. It will be released by Lionsgate. Moonfall, and it is PG-13. Well, that's our films. We have a television show that is debuting this Friday, people. And this is look, I am a huge fan of the Jack Reacher film. Well, the first film. I didn't really like the second one with Tom Cruise, but I love the first one with Tom Cruise. I love the character of Jack Reacher. I loved it. It got me to the point I wanted to read the books that it was based on. And when I did read up on that character, he is nothing like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise nailed the attitude and the physicality of him, but as far as his, how he's built and everything, Jack Reacher is like 6'3" or 6'4", big stocky guy, in the comic books, in the books. But, Tom Cruise is what, 5'8", maybe? Maybe 190 pounds. I don't know. But he's not that. But he nailed the role. I really liked him in that role. And I love that movie. I watch that movie religiously. I've seen that. I watch it at least twice a year. No joke. I love Jack Reacher. So all of a sudden, out the blue, I find out that Amazon Prime is doing a television show on Reacher, and that's the name of the show, Reacher. And it is an upcoming American crime thriller television series based on the Jack Reacher book series by Lee Child. The 8-episode first season, based on Killing Floor, is scheduled to be released on Amazon Prime Video on February the 4th. I am so excited for this. Taking over the role from Tom Cruise is Alan Ritchson, and he is an actor that I've seen for years and really didn't pay much attention to him. First time I saw him was in Smallville, the CW show with Superman and all that. And he actually is the first on-screen appearance of the character Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman. And he was Aquaman in that show. And he was only in it for a few episodes, but that was his debut, Alan Ritchson. But he went on to pop up in other things. You've probably seen him. And he fits the description. He's about 5. He's about 6'4", big guy, big muscular guy. He did the motion capture for one of the Ninja Turtles in the Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtle movies. He's also, where you probably seen him recently, at least I have, was in Titans on HBO Max. He played the character Hawk, and he was awesome in there. I really loved his character there. Now he's moved on to this show, and I think he fits it. He fits it perfectly. From the little trailers that they've shown, it looks interesting. Look like he has the same, mannerisms as Jack Reacher was portrayed in the films by Tom Cruise. So I am super excited for this. And, Amazon Prime they also have another show on there called, oh my goodness, with John Krasinski. Oh man, Jack Ryan. I don't know why I was blanking on it. Jack Ryan. And I love that show. And that caught me off guard. And if it's in the same vein as that, I'm all in. This looks like it's going to be a real good crime drama mystery, because if you watch the film and you watch how Jack Reacher investigates these crimes and stuff like that, it is so awesome, man. I'm excited. I am really, really excited, and can't wait. And it is produced by Christopher McQuarrie, who directed the Jack Reacher film. So if he has any input in it, or is his name just on it just to have it on there, but I hope he have a little input in it, to help out with it, because he did a phenomenal job in the film. So yes, Reacher will premiere this Friday on Amazon Prime Video. Can't wait. So that's our can't waits for this week. You have Jackass Forever, rated R, be released this Friday in theaters. Also, Moonfall PG-13 will be released in theaters this Friday as well. And in case you don't want to go out to the movies to see these Oscar-worthy films, you can sit at home and watch Reacher on Amazon Prime Video. Man, it feels so good to talk about something that's coming out. I think this is the first time this year that we finally get to talk about something. No. Second time this year that we finally get to talk about something that's actually coming out this weekend. And these are pretty interesting titles. I'm excited for them. I'm going to see Moonfall. I'm going to see. I don't know why. But it got my money. It has my money. So, what are you excited for? Are you excited for any of these films or television show? I mean, hey man, look, it's ramping up. We got some goodies coming up, man. So if these are kind of interesting, you want to check out, probably now's the time to check it out, because in the next coming weeks, months, it's gonna be just a murderous row of films, and you won't squeeze in these little films that you probably wanted to see but skeptical to go see, and then you forget about them. You won't see them again until they pop up on Netflix or one of these services, and you're like, oh yeah, I wanted to see that. See, a movie like Moonfall is something I want to see in a theater because of the special effects and the action. It looks like something, this is made for the theater. That's not something I want to see on television. I mean, if I have to, I have to, but I would love to see that in the theater. And that's one of the main reasons as well. I also wanted to see The Matrix Resurrections in the theater. And I chose not to. I just went ahead and watched it on HBO Max. And all I can say is, thank you, Jesus. I didn't waste my money. Yeah, I'm paying for the HBO Max subscription, but I didn't have to go to the theater. Oh man, I couldn't stand that movie. I'm gonna do a review of that film in the near future, but I was gonna do it immediately after, but it probably would have been foul language driven, incohesive sentences. It just would have been madness, because that movie, my goodness, was horrible. But I already know these are. I know what Jackass is. So it's not going to be a shock. You know what you're getting. Moonfall, I know what it is. Not going to be a shock. And Reacher is a television show. So, you got eight episodes to either redeem yourself or get better or fall off a cliff or whatever they do. But I'm thinking it's going to be good. So that's our show. Hope you enjoyed the show. I want to thank everybody who continuously tune in to the KB Radio Network and listen not only to Can't Wait Wednesdays, but Movie Goodness and the Dome Patrol podcast. I really appreciate all of you who continue to support me and this show. You can continue to support us as well on your listening platforms. If you're listening on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave those 5-star ratings and leave a review. Also follow us on all the other ones. We everywhere, whether it's Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. You can't run from us. Continue to support the show. Thank you. And if this is your first time listening, I hope that you're interested in continuing to listen to the show. I really appreciate you for dropping in today. So everybody, as always, I want you to know that I love you. Continue to love one another. And until we speak again, you all be blessed.